Welcome back everyone, to a brand new TV show review here at Max Talks Movies. My name is Max Dinenberg. Today I'm giving you my season 3 non-spoiler review for the new Marvel Disney Plus show, What If? This is What If season 3, the final season of What If. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button down below and ring that bell so notified when my new videos hit the channel. I do movie and TV show reviews, box office breakdown shows, movie franchise rankings, and out of theater reactions, or like any one of those things. Please consider subscribing and ringing that bell for notifications. Comment down below. What are your thoughts on the end of What If? If you've seen season 3, is this your least favorite season? How do you want to see What If translate onto the big screen if they ever tie this ever into the larger MCU? Let me know in the comments section down below. Respond to all comments. Also, please hit that thumbs up button, guys. That is how you support this channel. So usually, as I said on multiple other videos, once I get past season 1, I usually do spoiler reviews, but I've chosen now that I need to give non-spoiler reviews for everything. So for this, I will be doing non-spoiler review here for season 3. There are 8 episodes this season, and it started releasing every day starting on December 22nd. The show wrapped up on December 29th, but I finally had a chance to finish it. And I did want to give my review because I did do reviews both of season 1 and 2 of What If here on the channel. So overall, I really loved season 1 of What If. Thought it was like kind of the perfect thing to add to the MCU. Maybe that's something that doesn't have all of the all-time stakes of or making it have to force feed into the MCU. But then I thought season 2 took a pretty big dip off, and I'll say this right now, a pretty big dip. I think season 3 also takes a bit of a dip. Now, again, I'm not going to spoil anything. So if you haven't seen the episodes at all and you were waiting to binge it after the holidays, that's why I'm here to give non-spoiler review. I found that season 3 was an absolute mixed bag, to be fair. A lot of it did not work, in my opinion. And I feel like we're so far from what made the show really good back in season 1. Again, season 1 came out in 2021. Season 2 came out, same release schedule in 2023, but it had 9 episodes. And now season 3 here with 8 episodes, which is the least amount of episodes after 9 episodes in the first 2 seasons. We also knew going in that this would be the last season of What If. That kind of got me excited. They kind of had to start tying some things in. But they kind of just did the same formula, which is like 7 episodes where it kind of doesn't connect to anything else going on. And the last 2 episodes are trying to combine a lot of different things. And I feel like what made the show really good in season 1 was I know there's comics of, I read the comics of a lot of these different characters who maybe haven't seen team up in movies or even the Disney Plus shows team up on What If. But what made the show really pop, I think, in season 1 was the fact that minor MCU scenes that we saw in movies. What happened if this minor change would have happened? And that was a what if. That was Peggy Carter's what if. What if instead of Steve Rogers taking it, Peggy's the one who stepped in? What if T'Challa, instead of being saved by his family in Wakanda, was taken by the Ravagers? There were a lot of like really good, interesting even the Doctor Strange episode in season 1, those 3 episodes in particular were minute changes to actual MCU events. That's what made it really compelling, and it made sense. And those little Easter eggs on how this little scene could change like this, and it could create a whole other separate multiverse. That was interesting. But now we're getting to a point where it's just random characters teaming up for no reason. There's nothing different. This season tries one minor change in an MCU scene or history, and that is with episode 3, which is with the Red Guardian. Basically teams up with the Winter Soldier, stops Winter Soldier from killing Tony Stark's parents, and how that changes things. But outside of that episode, it's a bunch of just random episodes of random characters teaming up. We have kind of like a Pacific Rim episode in episode 1 of this season. You have Agatha and Kingo in episode 2. Howard the Duck and Darcy. That for me is when the show like really went off the rails in a bad way. You have a huge team in episode 5. You have Shang-Chi and Kate Bishop. I just feel like we're finding just random MCU characters and being like, actually, could they be interesting as a team? And I just don't, I think that's, I don't like saying this, but it just felt like an extremely lazy writing. It felt like the writers either were forced to use a number of characters or they just had a whole board of MCU characters and said, actually, it would be a cool episode if we had these two, and then these two, and then these two are teaming up. I just feel like that's not what the show is about and should be predicated on. Now, again, if you guys enjoy watching just random characters that you would never think would team up, and that's good enough for you, I totally get it because clearly there's a formula here in the last two seasons. But for me, it's not what made the show interesting in season one. And in this episode, in this season, we also get the reuniting of kind of, I guess, the Guardians of the Multiverse with, as you see behind me, Peggy Carter with Kahori from season two, but then they add in Storm and the character of Birdie, and then we don't really end the exploration of Storm other than she's just on the team. And then Birdie's character is a character I did not enjoy, especially when you understand what happens. I really like Jeffrey Watt as Uatu the Watcher. I do think if we have anything continue from the show into live action, I would like to see Jeffrey Wright continue as the Watcher in the broad stream of the MCU. But outside of that, this was a very mixed bag episode. I did enjoy episode two of the random team episodes. For me, by far the best episode of the season, honestly, was the Agatha Went to Hollywood episode with Howard Stark and Kingo being involved. That episode I thought had a lot of fun things into it, and that episode kind of popped. I did have a good time enough with the Red Guardian and Winter Soldier episodes, and I thought the 1872 one was whatever. Other than that, I just found this to be extremely dull, disappointing season, especially when it is the final season of What If, and it just felt like they were just blindly picking MCU characters and picking them to team up in a separate universe in a different time period. It just didn't feel like there was a rhyme or to reason for many of the episodes in the season. And we have come so far from what made the first season a really good season of MCU television. So overall, I'm going to give What If Season 3 a 2.5 out of 5, a 46%. What are your thoughts on What If Season 3? Do you agree with me? Are you disappointed in it? Or did you actually like it? And would you like to see more seasons if they ever want to go back to What If? Let me know in the comment section, like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.